Today, I'm cleaning the porch. Don't expect a makeover. This porch is doing its best. It stores half the house and still has to look cute. Not happening. But we are cleaning it up. This corner, that's where the rugs go to be laid to rest, or at least wait 3 weeks for me to remember that they exist. Tomorrow is rug washing day, allegedly. We have so much paint and nowhere to store it and no plan for it. I know that at least these two we do not need, and they are going down back for me to donate them. And later on today, what you did not see and won't see because I didn't record it is when I went in and I washed some dishes. I took one of my sets that had a few little chips in them, put them all together, my Pioneer Woman dinnerware sets, and I also put a set of those down there. It was a full set and just had a couple tiny chips in it. So somebody's going to get some Pioneer Woman dishes. And Lord, I hope they take the paint with them too. Bottles and cans. This is an area where Greg and I are two very different people. He will say to me, I'm going to take them back. We're going to take them back. And they keep adding up and adding up and adding up. It got so bad over the winter that I was literally throwing 90% of them away. Shh, don't tell Greg. But ends up being 2.5 trash bags full of bottles and cans out here. Maine has a return on them for 5 cents. You have to pay the return when you get your drinks, and they give it back to you when you bring the bottles and cans back to be recycled, which is a great program if you can get the bottles and cans to the recycling center. The ash vac is going in the trash. The hose has holes in it, and it's getting really just clogged up and not working as well as it did. So we are going to be replacing that before winter comes along. I'm cleaning this area out because I want to take the wood that is over on the other side of the door and put it over here because we have a water meter on the other side of the door. The wood keeps getting moved around and blocking the water meter, and I certainly do not want to make it hard for the water company to come and read our meters. So I am going to move the wood over here, and hopefully soon the wood will get used up and not exist anymore. Yes, there is some pretty random stuff out here. And yes, some of it can go down into the basement. The issue is I myself don't have the energy today to bring it down to the basement. Trevor wasn't here. So tomorrow I will ask him to bring all the paints down, the oil, and anything else that kind of really don't need to be up here down to the basement and put that stuff away down there, and it will even look a little bit better than it does at the end of this video. Lucky enough. The shoes absolutely go outside in the summertime. We do not keep shoes in the house during the summer. They always go out onto the porch. And this has been a rule since we moved into this house. Summer, spring, and fall, shoes are outside. Someday, in a faraway land, I will have a big shed, and all of this yard equipment, such as the snowblower that I am wrestling with, are going to go into this shed, get locked up, and stay there until they are needed. This drywall ended up warped from the weather, so we do not need it. So I am going to put it out with the trash to be discarded next Wednesday. Bottles and cans, let's hope that Monday is a good day to return them and get them off this porch. I realized that my water pitcher had a crack in it, so out to the trash it goes. I'll have to get myself a new one, and I will be very glad when Wednesday rolls around and all this stuff that I'm putting out here can go. It really does look terrible. I know that it looks terrible, and I can't wait for it to get lost. Sorry, Mrs. Spider, your web needs to go. Find a new home, please. These plants will look much nicer up on the table, but I'm going to remove the chairs from the porch so that I can sweep the porch down better. And by sweep, I actually mean vacuum. I told you that I brought this vacuum outside. I wasn't kidding. I am running this thing through every single pace that you can think of, including vacuuming off my porch. And let me tell you, besides the fact that we had vacuumed out Bella's stand-up fan, it's one of them long cylindrical fans that it's not a regular normal round fan. It's one of them skinny tall ones, and we had to take it apart last night and vacuum the whole thing out because it was so dusty. Well, the vacuum needed to be dumped when I brought this out onto the porch. So you're going to see me in a minute here bring this over to the trash, empty it, take the filter out, empty that as well, because it was pretty clogged up because of all the fine dust. There were lots of pellets that had fallen in between the cracks of the porch, and that is what I am trying to vacuum up, is all the pellets that have decompressed in the cracks of the porch, which this vacuum did a pretty good job of sucking most of them out. But of course, I've been running it on high, and it does not get quite as long on high, so it died. So I just need to quickly end the porch with a quick sweep up with the broom. Even though my plants are outside, they get little to no water because they're under the roof on the porch. And no, I'm not feeding them soda pop, just water. There's no magical secret here. And they're all looking pretty sickly because they're lacking water. And they went out way too early in the season and got cold and lost leaves and, but by the time fall comes around, they'll be better. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this video gave you a little motivation and some company. I love you. You are perfect as you are. Happy cleaning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.